Hey there, it's Courtney with RCK Livestock, where we document our journey to self-sustainability through our garden and our livestock. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I've just been super busy about getting everything prepared in the garden and then just stuff around our house. So videos kind of got behind me, but hopefully I get back on track with that. So since it has been a while, I wanted to spend some time showing you the progress that I've made in the garden, what we've got going on, and then we've got some new members of the farm to introduce you to. Alright, so walking up to the garden gate, the first thing you may notice is that those trees that we had right there are no longer. We kind of expected them to die because there was just a bunch that we had cut off before that was dead, and it just didn't work out with those trees, so we lost those trees. So that will give me more garden space up this row, but yeah, so that's what we've got going on there. Obviously the whole groundwork is all weeded over. I've been trying to keep up with mowing that. I do have all of my tomatoes and pepper plants planted in each of the beds, and then under that hoop house over there I've got more tomatoes that I've still got to plant along the edges. So we will just start in garden bed number 1 up in this southwest corner. So in this bed we do have garlic coming up. We've got one guy right there, one little one right there, our big one right there, and then one back there. I've got 4 cauliflower plants. The seeds that I direct sowed did not make it, and I didn't have any luck with germinating indoors, so I just bought those starts from a local nursery. We've got 5 tomato plants. I decided to do my indeterminate tomatoes on the front side and then my determinate tomatoes on the back. So I've got my I've got a German pink there, a Roma tomato back there, beefsteak, and Amish paste. And then that little guy right there isn't doing so hot, but that one's also an Amish paste. We'll see how it does the next couple days, but I'm expecting to having to pull that one and plant a new tomato plant there. This next bed, we've got a Sartre-Relois, Amish paste. This one is a Black Beauty. Back there is Amish paste, a true beefsteak, Martino's Roma, and what is that one? That one is also another Black Beauty. I've got to get this bed weeded so then the weeds don't take over that, but that shouldn't be a problem. On this side I planted some more tomatoes. We've got a Martino's Roma, another Sartre-Relois, a Martino's Roma, and then I've got 4 California Wonder peppers. Those are going to be bell peppers for me. I don't have any seeds planted. I'll get that going at the end of the weekend. We're supposed to have a pretty cold weekend, so I've got to get everything covered. So I won't be able to spend much time with planting any seeds. Now this bed I've got Amish paste, German pink, Martino's Roma, a Black Beauty, Amish paste. That one is a beefsteak and another Amish paste. And going back around, I've got a Martino's Roma and an Amish paste. These 2 bell peppers are Purple Beauties, and then these 2 are my Nata Peños. In this bed, we only have tomatoes planted. I've got a Sartre-Relois, Martino's Roma, Black Beauty, Martino's Roma, German pink, Amish paste, and Sweetheart cherry tomato. Now in this bed we did set up a drip system type setup. This we've tried the setup on this bed, and so far we like it. All we did was took the 1/2-inch poly tubing and ran it the length of the bed, and then we put 3 micro sprinklers down each side, and those run the perfect width of the bed. Now on the end is just a hose connection, so I still do have to connect and disconnect hoses, but I don't have to stand out here for you know, 10-15 minutes to get a deep water on this bed. So we do have the materials to get the rest of them set up. I'll be sure to record the other beds when we do them, but we wanted to do this one as a test bed to see how we did. Now with this bed, nothing is on this north side. I just a bunch of weeds, so I've got to get that taken care of. So this one is gonna be calendula. It's not looking so hot. I think it got a little root bound when before I transplanted it, but I went ahead and planted them just to see if they'd perk back up. One of them obviously did not, but this one looks like it might be okay this year. Then we have a Martino's Roma tomato. This one's a beefsteak. Amish paste back there. This little guy is a German pink. I didn't think it was gonna make it because the leaves were completely yellow when I transplanted it, but it looks like it went ahead and is gonna be okay this year. We've got an Amish paste back here, a black strawberry tomato, and then another calendula plant right there. Oh, and then an Amish paste back here. So that's what that is, or that's that bed. This bed, I've got a Sart Relois, Martino's Roma, Black Beauty, Amish paste, true beefsteak, Martino's Roma, and another Sweetheart cherry. And then on this side we've got a banana pepper plant, a Martino's Roma plant. That one is a California Wonder, and a Etiuda, another California Wonder, and then Purple Beauty. And I am impressed. So the Sart Relois, I really hope I'm pronouncing that right, but these Sart Relois tomatoes, I'm really impressed. I was worried about them because when I had them in, I'll see if I can find a picture, and if I can, I'll post up here. But when I had them as seedlings, they were just like sticks and weren't really producing many leaves, and so I was worried that I was going to lose most of them. But it seems like a lot of them have perked up and have become, you know, pretty, you know, beautiful as far as how well they took with the transplanting. So I'm really happy with that because that's the tomato that I've really been wanting and looking forward to. We've got 2 more beds. These last 2 beds are still going through transplant shock because, or at least I hope they are, because if not, I got to figure out something else. But I'm hoping they perk up in the next week or so. But we've got the Amish paste, another Sart Relois. That one is a Martino's Roma and German pink. See, in the transplant shock I'm talking about is how, you know, they're all the leaves are droopy, and I'm watering all the plants the same. I didn't water them yesterday, but I am planning on watering them today before this weekend. So I mean, they should be doing okay. The new growth is looking good on them, so I guess I'll see if I'm eating my words or not. But anyways, we had the German pink, we had an Amish paste, this one's a Black Beauty, a Martino's Roma, and then around the other side we have another German pink, Martino's Roma, and then 4 Etiuda pepper plants. The German pink peppers are also pretty, or German pink tomatoes, sorry, they're pretty interesting because, I mean, you could tell which ones are the German pinks. Their leaves are a lot different than the other tomatoes. They're like more of a straight, you know, pointed leaf instead of having a bunch of little, I don't know what the word is. It's smooth on the edges instead of kind of zigzaggy how other tomato plants are. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why that particular variety grows that way, but just something fun to note. And this last bed is honestly not looking that great, but we'll see how they do. I'll give it another week or so before I plant, before I replace these. But we have the true beefsteak. That one back there is an Amish paste, another Sart Relois, a Martino's Roma. Seeing like this one, the old growth is, you know, dead, but all this new growth is looking good to me, at least a little. The leaves are a little curled, but I mean, I'm not too worried about that. This one's a Black Beauty, Amish paste, and another German pink. I will say that this one is probably a goner. This was a true beef steak. This one is a Martino's Roma, and then I have these two are Purple Beauties, and these two are Anaheim peppers. So that's the update on the garden so far. I didn't do anything special to prepare for this video. I just wanted to kind of mark what I had going on today and give you an update. So then, you know, just to kind of document where we were so I can look back and see what I did and, you know, how I did it. One of these days I will sit down. I have been keeping a journal on what I've been doing. So I will sit down, I might go live on it just because, you know, it's just going to be probably sitting at a table, drinking some coffee and reading out of my journal on what I've been doing for these guys. But, yeah, I did. There's, you know, just a plethora of things. I wasn't planning on planting my tomatoes or peppers until after Memorial Day, but on Mother's Day, I had them outside under the greenhouse, the little hoop house I have, and which, by the way, I need to edit that video and get that posted for you on how we made those. But we had it propped up and it got really windy and it like slid over the tomato plants, and I didn't think they were gonna live if I left them in the pots that we had them in. So I wanted to deep plant them so then they produced more roots and hopefully lived, and it looks like they're doing okay now. But we are, today is the, what day is it? Yes, today is May 19th, 2022. Today is Thursday. So Friday and Saturday, both nights are supposed to freeze. So I'm making arrangements to get them covered, and so then hopefully we don't lose those. And here's our backyard girls. We've got our two lavender Orpingtons, and then that's Jerry the rooster. And then we have our Cochin over here. We did have another Cochin, but unfortunately raccoons got to her, so we had to do raccoon trapping and get rid of those. It ended up being, I think there was 3 or 4 of them, but we got those taken care of. So hopefully we don't have any predator problems for the rest of the year. So I only have 4 backyard girls, and then we have our 2 silkies that my daughter likes to keep, and then I will walk you over to the other animals. All right, and this is our Miss Piggy. So she is pregnant. She's due to have her litter of babies on August 1st. We bred her the 4th of April, but her gestation on pigs is 114 days, or 3 weeks, or 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So we will be expecting babies out of her soon, and it's too hot for her to be out in the sun, so she just wants to go back in. And this is our laying hen coop, and we've got 4 little babies right there, and we had 2 broody mamas, and one of them was Spice, which is that girl, and then the other one is over there. We don't have a name for her yet, but they both went broody at the same time, so we let them be broody for a couple weeks and then put the babies under there, and they took them just fine. And then we are introducing our teenagers. They're in that, they're in this cage right here. We've got 4 lavender Orpington and Cochin crosses. They came out of our backyard flock. And then we got a little silky baby in there that came out of Cameron's silkies. So we've got a whole mess of girls in here. Let's go check for eggs. Let's see if we've got any eggs. Whoa, excuse me. So this one's Spice. Hey. Let's see if there's any eggs under Spice. We got 2 of them. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Alright, so that was all of the animals that we have had, and we just introduced some new ones to our farm. So I'll show you. Come here, girl. Come on, Lux. Come here. You ready? This is Lux. She's a registered alpine dairy goat. Yeah, sweet girl. She was born in March of 2020. March 25th is her birthday. And then she's got 2 little doelings. So we got this little girl. Oh, sweet girl. And then we've got the one back there that's being camera shy. And these little doelings were born on April 21st of this year. So they're only about 3 weeks, actually, they'll be about a month old. So we got Lux 2 days ago. Yes, sweet girl. And she is trained to be on the milk stand. So we'll be kid sharing, where we take the babies out at night. I've got a separate cage built for them, very close to Mama, so she doesn't miss them too much, but that cage is in, you can kind of see it right there. I just took a pig panel over the top, a pig panel down the side, and then one for the gate, so then they can be close to Mama but still be separated. And then so we'll separate at night. I'll milk first thing in the morning, and then the babies can be back with Lux throughout the day. And that's what the previous owner was doing, so they're already used to that. Yeah. So far it's going well with them. They're super friendly, and we're excited to have goats on our farm. So I think that was all for our update. I'll try and start uploading a lot more frequently than I was. I try to do a video a week, and then I know I took like a month off, but that was just me trying to get everything put together on our farm. So sorry about that. I'll try to be better. And yeah, now that the kind of hustling of getting all those plants out in the ground and getting everything set up and put together, I should be okay. But yeah, thanks so much for sticking along. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.